Hi there and welcome to Apple World. So it seems to be Nicki Minaj's hamburger with the Carters is still exceptionally hot since Nicki just hauled them for rottenness for attempting to destroy her vocation and intentionally harm her. The strain among Nicki and the Carters has been rising on a deeper level briefly presently. However, things truly began to bubble a long time back when Nicki blamed the Carters of purportedly marking Meg, the steed, since they needed to make Megan into the new Nicki and topple her as the sovereign one. F-rap, and we should not disregard when Nicki asserted that rock country was over here, supporting disdain assaults towards her presently. It seems like the Carters have supposedly taken things up a score by coming for Nicki's coin. This show is excessively delicious to disregard since Nicki Minaj will retaliate against them with every one of her spikes to uncover their obscure conduct. Seems to be Nicki is at last prepared to spill all the tea in this present circumstance. And you all look like Beyonce did her filthy, no doubt, so we should spill all the tea currently Nicki's. Once more, show with Beyonce erupted as of late when the VM declared make the stand as the current year's host. And we should just let's assume it got individuals talking to everyone. Once more, accepted that Nicki would have, particularly since she's been holding down the VMAs for the recent years. So at the point when Megan was uncovered as the new host, everyone began discussing Nicki's bluster about how Beyonce and Jay-Z are out to get her, and we're not all that insane. So she could have been saying some genuine stuff. And for quite a while individuals thought she was simply doing excessively and attempting to create some issues for Beyonce out of desire. So those of you who need a boost? Nicki has a history with Meg, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it's not a lovely history. You most likely recall the entire wreck when Megan dropped her tune Murmur, which had Nicki going off on web-based entertainment for quite a long time. The tune went to #1, and it was presumably helped by Nicki's tirade and the way that she continued and on with Megan over these not all that unobtrusive plates that Megan tossed her direction in the melody. Now, at the time we believed that the meat was simply among Nicki and Megan. However, what we can be sure of is that Beyonce and Jay-Z were involved too supposedly presently. Nicki's issue with Beyonce and Jay-Z goes way back longer than the vast majority acknowledge. In the past, Nicki and Beyonce were really close, working together on notable tracks like F Myself and Perfect the Remix. Yet someplace along the line things began to change. However, they haven't had any open victories. Fans have gotten on some unobtrusive shade among Nicki and Beyonce. The pressure isn't upfront, yet it certainly is stewing under the surface. For instance, her melody with Dio a feline say, so Nicki said, why you discussing who buy counterfeit with all them fillers? Right in front of you, simply brimming with disdain, the genuine butt, and keep your ninja home. Now you looking senseless, that is where too. Silicone and fans couldn't resist the opportunity to find it odd when Nicki began concealing Beyonce. Yet what truly got individuals humming was the manner by which this show started off only weeks after Beyonce jumped on the remix of Megan's hit Savage with Nicki. What's more, Megan currently in dangerous territory at the time, and it didn't take long for fans to hit on an obvious conclusion to see what was happening. And you all know that when Nicki begins in on somebody, she doesn't stop until she says her tranquility, in light of the fact that that was not the last time Nicki was blamed for concealing Beyonce, in light of the fact that in the tune press play, she named Beyonce, saying they say why you cut. Ain't be Beyonce daddy with no financial specialist, mom with no entrepreneur. What a simpleton, you can't be me. I'm as of now tingling and thinking about what Beyonce's mama and daddy were business proprietors. And that is the point at which it appears as Nicki began reducing most, if not all, connection with Beyonce whenever she drew near to Megan and Cardi. And how about we be genuine? Beyonce doesn't do awful press, particularly with Nicki's name being hauled as of late because of her spouse's activities. So it wouldn't be astonishing in the event that Sovereign Honeybee chose to keep her distance too. That appears to be legit, right? Yet evidently Nicki wasn't as well excited about it, and things just got untidy when her continuous fight with Megan, who endorsed to shake country when Nicki went off on Megan. She made sure to get down on the stone a few times, charging them of attempting to undermine her. In her first tweet, she blamed Megan for being strong on the grounds that she realizes that she's upheld by rock country. She said B thinks she a menace cause she got a stone country informal breakfast consistently be distraught at. Party he left out nothing your tea. However you going after my family, get up on your great foot. Go apologize to your mom and terrible snake. She likewise posted a screen capture of a promotion by Rock Country on Twitter where they were advancing Megan's tune, Hits What's More, she said, burning through such a lot of cash, and she's the little broke free craftsman desire. You gotta let it go, child. The world knows she's butt and can't rap, quit attempting to get going. I just put out a melody with no promotion, no video. It's, as of now, number 2. She has also taken steps to uncover Desire Perez, who was the president of Rock Country, for terminating individuals without valid justification, and furthermore, burning through great many dollars to prop Megan up to be the following. Nicki Minaj, since they can't stand how effective Nicki is and they need to bring her down an indent at all costs. She tweeted on the next melody. I dive into every individual. Desire purportedly terminated for obscure reasons. Different things too. So many individuals were walloped and wounded by her. Purportedly, she will go belly up to attempt to supplant me. Fix it. Jesus, however, this show doesn't stop with Miss Beyonce either. Nicki has hamburger with Jay-Z as well. Rumors from far and wide suggest that Nicki has a sole reason to be distraught at Jay-Z and Rock Country cuz they have purportedly helped Compliant Factory conceal the way that he laid hands on her back when they were together. A ton of individuals believe that. Nicki is simply envious in light of the fact that Beyonce and Jay-Z picked Mag the Steed as their protege, put huge number of dollars into her. However, in all actuality, that is not even where the show began. It began on the grounds that Stone Country purportedly helped her ex-Tame Factory pull off putting hands on her and deving her while they were together quick 2 or 3 years after she and Tame Plant separated and reported that she was dealing with a docuseries about her life considered. Sovereign the narrative, yet word on the roads is that somebody from Rock Country came to out and ensured she cut out the parts where Compliant was being brutal and putting his hands on her, and they didn't need her, making him look terrible. Well, HBO ultimately canel the narrative, yet Nick posted AS from the generally recorded film, where she discusses how she was severely treated by an ex. My mother would let my dad be savage with her, and she generally raises the story as a young lady. I would come in front of her. I would remain before my mom. What's more, go like this, and I promise like that is the reason I'm like, perhaps certain individuals would portray me as rough or no big deal either way, since I promised from that age, no man could at any point manhandle me. Call out to me, out, deal with me like that, and afterward, out of nowhere. That was my life now. However, Nicki didn't name names. Quiet Plant certainly got the clue and hit her with the Stop and Theus letter, attempting to close down any discussion of what is going on. And this, as it were, powered Nicki's displeasure, and she went off on him. She tweeted, you, a comedian? You make it happen for likes. Twitter fingers beat ladies frightened of men. You beat your own sister. What's more, taped it, spit on her, and taped it, kicked me before your mom and sent her to the emergency clinic. Sucking Drake's D caused you to feel intense again. Continue on. You can never remain on your own. You were around. You know. See you soon. It's no shock that Nicki's actually hanging on to resentment against Jay-Z, while Nicki has been vocal about her sentiments. Jay-Z, furthermore, and Beyonce have been extremely calm, yet fans are starting to feel that Nicki may be onto something, trusting that Rock Country could be on a mission to triumph when it's all said and done. Her last year when Nicki facilitated the BMS she made, that's what an intriguing remark indicating somebody had forced MTV into dropping her currently listen genuine speedy MTV is frozen in light of the fact that they got a couple calls yesterday and individuals were expressing out loud whatever in the event that Nicki says this, and if Nicki says that and they enact and you know. And I said it's okay MTV? I can control myself, and not well before Megan was declared as the new host. Some it was turning into a web sensation onto intrigue claims online entertainment, like this one that said Bigfoot. Otherwise known as Megan and Rodent Country. Nicki supposedly compromised MTV last year about Nicki performing Red Ruby to Sleeve. Now the current year's VMAs will be facilitated by Surmise, the individual who couldn't in fact sell out fields on her most memorable visit. The individual who just made the progressive faction seem to be a joke by twerking on the bad habit. President Stage Desert supposedly keeps on utilizing one of the all #1 vocalists to use Bigfoot being set up to appear to be greater than she is. If Bigfoot can't have the BMAs, they're supposedly informed that the couple who you all love such a lot won't be in participation. A great many dollars spent. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.